Ladies and gents, boys and girls, hello and a very warm welcome. Welcome back to the Aram training channel. Today, we're going to talk about how to avoid your arms from bending so early at the catch. What do I mean? Look, if you're at the catch and your arms do this, or you do that, or your shoulders go up, there are two reasons for that. Reason number one is that you push your heart with your legs too early and it's too much for the system. In the previous video, I talked about the low core and why this is responsible for your upper body opening too early. Here as well, too hard of a leg drive very early was a big issue. Here, it's the same. However, there's another thing. You have to brace your shoulders much more than you think. Now, when you go past that classical legs, upper body, no, what was that? What's the classic thing everybody has on auto repeat? Arms, upper body, legs, legs, upper body, arms. That's not how you learn to row. So Charlie, if you're watching this, that was one of the funniest things I've ever heard. So I'm planning on doing a beginner series. If you're interested, hit the notification bell so you don't miss it. Let's get to the point. Why do your arms bend early? Well, because you don't brace your arms and shoulders. It's that simple. Where should your shoulders be? Should they be high or low? They should be low. They should be tucked into the trunk. Should they be back or forward? Should be retracted or protracted? They should be protracted. Should be forward. How much? Well, 80%, 90%. Depends on your shoulders. Let's put it that way. I wouldn't do 100%, but I'm about 95, 90% myself. But I understand, I'm pretty hunched around the shoulder girdle because that works very well for me, but my low core is stable. It's just my style of doing it, and for me it's sustainable and effective. What you should not do is be in a stiff position like this and to bring your chest out at the catch, because that's going to force you to do something that doesn't make any sense. We just stiffen you up. So originally you need to be a bit mobile. Some people call it loose at the catch. So loose shoulders. That's a trap many coaches fall for. I coach this too. I'm guilty of that. I said loose shoulders. No, it's not correct. I know you will find a couple of my old videos. I would say loose shoulders. Mea maxima culpa. My sincere apologies. I've changed my opinion. My opinion is what I learned, my current point of being wrong, let's put it that way, is you need firm shoulders but long shoulders. That's the difference. If you're loose, what's going to happen, most people don't understand that you need to firm up just before the drive. So they will stay loose with their shoulders, and that's going to happen. In the long run, it's going to hurt their shoulders and arms, and of course you will protect yourself by doing this. It's a counteraction. You don't want that. We need to pre-engage our shoulders on during the recovery, bring them forward, have them quite firm and stable here. And what works best for me is to even be firm around there. Top camera, can you see that? Right here. It's not like that. First I make it long, then I make it tight, and when it's tight I make it even a bit longer. So here I'm loose, loose, loose. Loose wrists. Row, down low. Video before explains that. Then at half slide, roughly, I'm becoming firmer here, firmer there, my delts, top part of my shoulders. Not loose, long and firm. And just before I reach the catch, I'm very stable here. Stable there, stable and long there, stable and long here. And when I start to drive, I will be okay protracting, not the shoulders, the shoulder girdle forward a bit, make it rounder. So a good part of the protraction is going to be where my thumbs are, right there. There. And I personally feel it the most about here. This is where I feel that I'm firm, but I also transfer most of the load. That's what it feels like for me. So I start to drive, do this. Whoa. Okay, now one more important thing. For everybody only rowing in a linear erg, skip this. That's not rowing, it's a different sport. It's linear erging, you call it that way. And you can stick with firm arms and slightly giving shoulders. For everybody who actually needs to be better and more efficient in the true rowing motion, the sport of rowing, you need to take something else into consideration. Top camera, watch that. If you row, your inboards are going in a semicircle, either rowing or sculling. I only have the sculling oar handles on this Bio Pro. You could also switch it to a sweep oar handle and extend the spread to 166 or 168 or 170, whatever you'd like to have. That's adjustable here. And then the idea is to go around the pins. Now the question is, how do you do this if you're stiff? Well, you shouldn't be stiff. You should be long and firm. And the trick is here, if you go back with your shoulders, you cannot really engage your chest muscles. Oh, why should I use my chest muscles, you ask? Isn't rowing all about the back? No, it's about the ventral chain to a large degree. First, in the previous video, I talked about how we needed to stabilize the core in the first place, so our upper bodies don't get up like that. But we also need the pecs minor and major, pectoralis to put it correctly, and these are the chest muscles. So what I aim to do is a bit of that while having my shoulders long and firm, bring my arms forward and then do this. It's like a crab. This is how I teach it in the Saturday classes. Long arms together. Long arms together. It's 80% long, 20%, 10%, 5%. Change the percentage as you see it fits together. But it only works if you're firm around here. By the way, if you want to join the Saturday classes, I coach you live every Saturday, 45 minutes. Through Zoom. You can join from the water. I'll show you how to do that. Or you can join from your bi-rower, from your erg. I don't care what you're rowing. I'm happy to help you. The way you do it, you place a camera on the side. You have Zoom installed. Use a headset. You can hear me. And we do either a specific technique topic or it's individual feedback. And this is where I coach you live every week. And then you have homework for the week. And then you try to improve on that until we work again next week. So I do training plans, one-on-one sessions, the Saturday classes, and I'm contemplating on doing a couple rowing camps again next year. Register for the newsletter. This is where I send out the dates. Nothing has been decided yet. Get back to the topic. So yes, our arms want to go together. Long, firm shoulders, straight arms. Don't overextend your elbows. That's going to hurt. And boom, together. To me, it really feels like I kind of do that. And this is also how you get these nice force curve pickups. You see that? These direct force curves pickup. Everybody who's only rowed the single scull or the linear erg and gets on a bi-row for the first time, oh, you need to learn to be precise. It's so helpful for the boat, but the boat doesn't tell you if you are imprecise. By the way, that's another video topic I want to work on. How to get these smooth, immediate force curves as a pickup. Oh yeah, and for all coaches watching this, having bi-rowers in your systems, my plan is to start a video series or maybe do 1 or 2 videos, not quite sure yet. How do you use the bi-rower to create fast team boats off the water when you can't be on the water? That's a big topic, and that's one of the big pluses that I personally use when I coach people in Vienna. I always integrate 1 or 2 sessions on a bi-rower. So out of 5 sessions, at least 1 or 2 are on the bi-rower because it's so easy for me to explain things and people get immediate feedback. This is something where I plan to do a video on. If you're interested, drop it in the comments below. Send me a message on rowing.zone. My handle is @Aram, or just hit the notification bell. Then you get notified when I upload the video. Quick summary. What was today's main takeaway, in my opinion? Make sure your shoulders are low, not loose, but long and firm. Make sure they protract at the catch, don't retract. Make sure your pecs kind of work so that you go in. One more important note, I just mentioned this before, but I didn't explain it in detail. At the catch, your shoulder girdle should protract. So yes, your shoulders can go forward. You shouldn't try to bring back everything at once. No, there's a bit of a give. A bit of a give. That's what we worked on the last couple of Saturdays. If you do it well, you're actually able to store kinetic energy in your body throughout the drive. And it starts at the catch. And the idea is that you protract, hold, bah, release, boom, nice curves. Okay, if you want to learn more about the Bio Pro, beautiful thing is being manufactured here in Austria. Go to birower.com. This is where we offer and sell these units. Handmade in Austria. I think the best rowing machine in the world. Took me more than 2 decades to build this thing up. And if you want to work with me, get your training plan, Saturday club, the one-on-one sessions, go to aramtraining.com. If you want to send me messages, contact me directly. The easiest way to reach me is on rowing.zone. Rowing.zone, my handle is @Aram. I want to turn this into a rowing community. I understand it's going to take a while, but I think we need something where all rowers, no matter your background, age, interest, are connected. Because it's about a transfer of knowledge and experience. And new rowers, and this is by far the largest group of rowers, newcomers, latecomers to the sport, have to have a welcome. And I slowly want to build this here and there with the bar rower, with my coaching. I also coach high performance athletes towards the Olympics, but I also coach the master's beginner who really wants to become competitive and just needs 1 or 2 years to build up. I have an outstretched hand for everybody who wants to be fit and competitive. Thank you very much for watching. I hope I see you in the next video. Bye-bye. I remember when Charlie Thor, so Charlie, if you're watching this, that was one of the funniest things I've ever heard. When we had our first session together, and you told me, yeah, you always have that beginner's lessons. Arms, upper body, legs, upper body, arms, upper body. This is not how you learn to row.